Hi, my name is Sonia from Cosmic Harmony. I'm going to do a tarot reading for you today and see what messages want to come out. The way I understand reality to be is that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. So with the tarot, we can look at what may be going on in the outer world around us and the current energy coming towards us, the people in our lives, and by looking at our reflection in those experiences and people, we can dive into our own subconscious, which is creating our reality every moment. Becoming aware of our subconscious can help us be more apt to heal and discover who we really are and what we want to experience, making our creation a more conscious experience. If you would like a personal reading, email me at the email address below and I will email you the rates. There is also information about my writings, stories, and world meditations down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there is a link down below for that. And lastly, I appreciate any likes, shares, and subscribes. That helps the channel grow and get out there to more people. Thank you. Okay, hey Leo. Your reading is really straightforward. This is a general tarot reading for Leo, just in whenever you feel drawn to this video, I guess. It's really straightforward though. So I pulled you some oracle cards and some tarot cards. I'll start with the oracle cards. Okay, so what I'm showing, I'm gonna read one of these at the end, but so the first two oracle cards I got was after the storm, and then the word that needs to be written. Okay, so, and I got spark, moonlight, and then the spirit of place reversed. So from these cards, what I'm showing is that like there was some kind of disappointment. So whether it was like conflict or something ended or something was lost, something that caused some kind of disappointment, but through the disappointment, it actually sparked something back up in you that was like basically dormant. It was like it was watching. And I say that too because, well, these first three cards, I use the animal spirit cards to kind of look at the person or people that I'm dealing with. And these first three, I got the cobra. And the cobra is like, it's like you're watching and waiting for like the right timing. I almost feel like this is like, it could be you watching for the right timing to do something, or watching someone or something like that. The turtle, which is like slowly kind of easing into it, right? And then the unicorn, which is the idea or the thing that you're planning on moving on. And like I said, it could be a person too. But it's showing that it's like something really big. And the reason why I say that, well, I'll show you that in a minute. But first, I'm showing with the spirit of palace reversed. And then also you got this buffalo reversed. It's like you're questioning your intuition, like if your intuition is right on something that you want to do or move towards. And the moonlight card, and with this, the word that wants to be written, is like telling you to listen to your intuition and move on it and move on it. It almost looks like it's now. I mean, if you've already been through like ending whatever this was, because I am showing something ending, then it's telling you to act on it. Because it's showing that the next thing I got is with the spirit animal cards is that when you finally decide to act on it, it's going to take off actually really quick. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, but all of these cards, like there's a lot of different cards here that's indicating it has something to do with stories or writing, because this one indicates stories and writing, and like this one, and same with this one that I showed you earlier. It's all indicating something to do with stories or writing, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it's like that energy of like using some kind of story within you to move on something that's going to bring you a treasure. Because this owl is like indicating that there's a treasure coming towards you as soon as you start acting upon whatever it is that you're acting on, and it's coming really fast. So let me show you what I've got in the past. So the first card that came out in the past was Death, which is about like personal transformation, and it's also about endings so that there can be a new beginning. And it was clarified by Strength reverse. So whatever it was that like ended, like it made you feel weak, or like not in your power, because this is the Leo card. The Strength card is the Leo card, and it's reversed. Death also represents Scorpio, so you could be dealing with any of these signs. So however take it however it is. But some other cards that I got for the past, clarifying even further, is, yeah, see, there's the King of Wands, which can be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but it's like it's reversed, and most likely this is like your energy again reversed. It's like you might have felt weak and may have been like a little bit, it's almost like manipulative power, like trying to like gain your power back by using like emotional tactics or something. But it could have been that it was something that there was a big commitment to, because the Hierophant, it can be the sign of Taurus. Like you could be dealing with a Taurus, but it could indicate that like maybe there could have been something as big as like a divorce, or like if you had something to do with like an institution. So it could have been something like legal that ended, or like something legal that ended, or like some type of commitment that ended. School, like you decided to quit school, or something traditional that you just came to like a halt. Okay. Could be like with like religious tradition too, like maybe you decided to leave a religion. Just something like that. Okay. But then what I'm showing is that you're starting to create something new right here with the Magician. But that you have like all this like hesitancy surrounding it, like you want to move forward, but you're afraid to put down the burden completely. I've got, oops, I don't know if I accidentally flipped these around. I did, yeah, because all these were reversed. You got the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Wands all reversed. Like it's like you're having a hard time putting it down. And swords are the thoughts. Ten of Wands are like, wands are like your passions or desires. So it might have been something like that you really at one time were really passionate about it, and like you put a lot of energy into it, and so it was hard leaving it behind. The Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords too could also be like people you're dealing with too that are like making it hard for you to like put down whatever it is that you are trying to end or leave behind. But so in the future, what I'm showing is that, yeah, it's like something that caused you to feel like weak, maybe vulnerable or something. It could have been painful. It like awakens this spark inside of you. Okay, so now you are showing up as like the Empress, and the Empress, it can be it's a sign of Taurus. I think it's also, oh my goodness, I forgot the other one. I think it's Libra. It can show up as Libra. But anyway, here's the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So this is like, can be one person coming in with a message, can be two people coming in with a message, but it's starting like something new, something small, something it's just like barely starting out, but it's something that you're passionate about and love. Like it's like it offers love, but it makes you feel love. Like you feel that connection within yourself when you do it. Because the Empress is like the card of creation, birthing. So sometimes it can indicate like a pregnancy. So I mean, one thing that could be showing up here is like if you had a pregnancy loss, like a miscarriage or something, but then you're going to be pregnant again. But this is showing like this is abundance. Hold on. Okay, and then the other card that was with this was the Eight of Pentacles reversed. And what I'm feeling from that, with it clarifying it, is it's like whatever it is that you're doing, it's like you're going from feeling like you had to work really hard to get something to like loving what you're doing. And even though it's work, it doesn't feel like work because you love it so much. And I'm showing that it's bringing in like the Ten of Cups, which is like complete emotional fulfillment. It can mean like family, but that was clarified with the Four of Wands, which is like coming together, unions. Some of you that believe in like twin flames, that can be like coming together of twin flames. And the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands can talk about like defending yourself, but in this particular deck, the Seven of Wands is like there's might be obstacles along the way, but it's like you love what you're doing so much that you're just like skipping over them, like hopping and skipping over them. So it's just coming, everything's flowing really well, and you're able to accomplish what you've been dreaming of accomplishing, whatever that is. So it's like the main thing I'm getting from this is like listen to what your intuition and take action on that thing, that idea towards the thing that you wanted to do, the person that you wanted to be with, or whatever it is, to take action on it, because once you do, it's like going to move really quickly. And if it's reversed, it could be again someone coming towards you. but it is all about like listening to that intuition. Now, so, oh yeah, almost forgot. Yeah, because I asked for advice too. Okay, this is pretty important. Okay, because what I'm showing for the advice, the first two cards that came out was the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Five of Pentacles upright. So what this is saying is that don't put energy into things that leave you feeling like you've got nothing. So stop putting energy into a job that leaves you feeling empty, or like a person that leaves you feeling empty, or whatever it is. It's like, don't put your seeds there. And the Fool came out with it. So it's like, take that leap of faith into the thing that, again, that you're feeling inspired to do. So I'll read the oracle cards from the Sacred Rebels, I think is what it's called. Where is it? Where's my book? Yeah. The Sacred Rebels oracle. You had two come out. I was only pulling one, but if they come out, I will read them. Okay, so the first one, like I said, it was after the storm. Okay. You got there's a thunderstorm about. It's either headed your way or just passing through now. Don't make a thunderstorm mean more than what it is, though. You don't have to fear it. You might even feel excitement about it. After all, a thunderstorm is just nature's way of gathering energy that needs to be released. With a release of tension, relief, freedom soon follow, often a fresh perspective, and perhaps the gift of a promising, hopeful vision for the future. Perhaps the particular storm within you or around you is causing you to quake in your boots. It might be a storm of building emotions, threatening to erupt or already exploding. Seemingly beyond your conscious control, you might feel an uncomfortable sense of emotional or psychological pressure within, and if something doesn't happen and soon, you fear you might just burst. You may also sense that these forces are operating beyond your control, and you would be right. There is, in life and in the creative process, a need to allow for wild storms. There will be those precious moments of peace beforehand and the release and revitalization that follows. Yet the storm in the middle is essential. Okay, without this building and release of energy, we would suffer from boredom and stagnancy. You may prefer excitement of the storm or fresh opening feeling that accompanies its clearing. You may find it confronting to be faced with the power of something which you can only participate rather than control. Either way, the storm wisdom offers you the gift of bringing things to a head and clearing them away so that the energy can be freed from a pattern that had its day and is ready to become something new. Sometimes the pressure that fuels the storm of our lives have been building up for a long time. Without us being fully aware of it, it might be pressure from our own minds, creating unnecessary burdens upon us, such as burdens of fear or doubt, self-doubt. It could be pressure to appear a certain way or to fight against life out of a mistaken belief that it is necessary for survival. Sometimes the pressure is a little more than the impossible dream of perfection and need to gently or even with great dramatic flourish cast that aside so that you can dare to be what you are and create from your heart. Even if you are not sure what the storm is about, don't lose confidence in your ability to successfully where did I go? Bear its progression until you are safely at the other side of the experience. Even amongst the chaos of change and in the moments of anxiety, know that you have much light and trust in your heart that you can see the storm is passing, but a passing and nothing that need to worry. If you can't sense the storm yet, this oracle is important for you. The storm is coming and you can, if you wish, feel the beautiful, exhilarating gift of it as you are empowered to cast aside what has been and receive a gift of fresh, new take on things. Your confidence is to remain intact. Whatever is happening or soon will happen in your life, this storm of sorts is transformational and supportive of your growth. It is going to clear the cobwebs and free you, open you to the new creative energy and life. Remember, there can be no rainbows without a little rain. The oracle is also a confirmation that if you have been praying for help, your prayers have been heard. The great creative intelligence of our universe is responding to you, stepping in and shaking things up so that situations can be sorted out according to the greater wisdom. So let go, hold on to your inner self, and everything allows you to be cleansed in the sacred storm. Okay, and you have one more oracle card. The word that wants to be written says you have been taught that creativity is something you have to work hard to access, or that finding your life purpose is so difficult that you must search high and low for it. Yet what you are is within you and wants to come out at every available opportunity. You don't have to struggle so much. It is more about allowing space for it to manifest and to let the energy flow. The real struggle is not in finding something. It is more about letting go of the idea that you need to search for your path in the first place. You see, the process of activating your life path is a natural one. The effort is in getting out of the way, not in making something happen. As for being yourself, that is the foundation from which your true life path will reveal itself. Being yourself becomes easier when you give permission to love, honor, and accept yourself in all circumstances, especially the ones you might have been more tempted to reject and judge. Give the sacred rebel within the opportunity to decide your values, irrespective of whether they meet with general social acceptance. This oracle brings you the message that what you are dreaming of or seeking to do, create, live, or manifest is actually very natural for you. This is why you want to do it. If you experienced controlling and manipulative forces as you were growing up, you would have found it hard to access your natural state at the time. You would have been too busy trying to adapt and get through the trials of childhood. When you finished navigating childhood and started to let go of who you were taught to be in order to become who you really are, you may have found your life path was not easily accessible. That is simply because your true and natural self was covered by layers of shame from the early conditioning that you had to be other than you are in order to win love or be acceptable. However, the natural self hasn't gone anywhere. It is still there within you. Now it is just about chipping away at the walls of shame, perhaps with a defiant, "Who the hell cares? I am here and I am going to love myself anyway." This allows you to risk bearing the feeling of any shame that arises as you release old emotional wounds and break away from any restraints to unconditional self-love. The sacred rebel within can empower you to love yourself no matter what, simply because you want to. You might decide to declare, "I am still lovable," so put it in your pipe and smoke it. This will send an energetic message to whoever shamed you in the first place, whether they meant to or not. Your message could be going to a parent, school teacher, sibling, friend, lover, or anyone else that was struggling enough with their own shame wound that they couldn't help but dump it on you. You can be freed to realize that the shame is just an emotion, not a truth, and you can defy any hold it has on you and your ability to love yourself. This oracle brings you the guidance that you are now powerful enough to break the cycle. It is time to stop the shame and claim yourself in love instead. What do you want to write, sing, dance, or become is you. It is natural. Drop your defiances, get in the grit, and confront the power that any old shaming has had over you. It is finished now. It is time for you to be naked with yourself, acknowledge how you're gorgeous you are, and get on with your work. Life is urging you to do so. Because the work wants to happen, what you want to create wants to be created. The word wants to be written. You just need to let go of any remnants of the past that have been in your way. Step firmly over them and onto your path. All right, so that's it. Until next time, remember to like, subscribe, and share if you found it helpful. Thank you.